Sorry, I'm a little slow this morning. Beams, you have to get off. I love you, but you have to get off. No, this isn't by mistake. I am, give me a minute. Sub only. Okay, let's do this. Let me do this again. No, I was just, getting ready. Okay, off, buddy, off, off. I know, I love you too, but I can't run with you on here. B, if you see me, it's not mistake. Mistake would be if I scheduled something, because I don't schedule anything. I don't even know how to schedule. So if I schedule, I don't know. Okay, so my members on YouTube, I am trying to, I was running out of time this morning. So, some of the benefits too will be stuff that I'm not showing on TikTok. So kind of like a Patreon thing, or things that I can't post to Patreon, I'm putting on my YouTube membership, okay? So YouTube membership is, are you ready? YouTube membership will be lives when I go live in the evening times until we get enough people to do lives in the morning time. Then I don't want to, I can't ration myself off. I can't talk by myself for too long. So I like all the crazy. So I posted a quick little shot video for the members on YouTube. And so I will continue to do like fun little clips separate, right? You'll get some live of me and you'll get some fun. So there is going to be different perks for the membership on YouTube. It's just set up differently, so you can do it that way. So anyhow, hello, happy Thursday. One more day closer to the weekend for those of you that work Monday through Friday. Yes, Mary, thank you so much. Click the thumbs up. You guys on TikTok, keep liking. Tap the screen, tap, will give me the likes on TikTok, and the thumbs up will give me the likes on YouTube. Oh, good for you, Samantha. Good for you. So today, after my run, gonna do a couple more things, and then I will, I'm going to get my eyebrows touched up, so it's time for my touch-up. So I will look like Angry Bird once again. So anyhow, be patient with me until they slough off. So pretty much that's what I have on the agenda today, is eyebrows, and just, my normal morning stuff. Hi, Shelly. Back to work. Hi, Allie, how are you? Thanks, B, but it's part of, they need to be fixed. And that's normal when you get your eyebrows done. And highlight your name in green. You'd like to stand out. Goodman likes to be green. So on YouTube, the members are green. That's okay, Robin. Hello. Fresh West. We are doing well. I'm super tired. My eyes are puffy. When my eyes get small and puffy, it means that I slept solid and hard. Hi, Pam. How are you? What is going on today? Anything interesting? Anything going on this weekend? Anything to look forward to? Thanks, Charlene. Hello, Sarah. What is happening? I have nothing much to report. Grandpa, I think, like I said, either we're really dead, asleep. Grandpa has slept pretty decently the last couple nights. So it's weird. Going to a concert tomorrow, that's fun. To be worthy. Goodman, you are worthy with or without me. Oh, good, Ty. You were free and drinking? Get it, girl. So Mark survived. He did. Grandpa's alive. No scrapes. He always has bruises because he's on blood thinners. He's He's alive. He's alive. Yes, he is. So it was good. Hi, Betty. How are you? Mark survived. I'm sure he's been living La Vida Loca without Ed. Living La Vida Loca. So, yes. Surprisingly, though, the last couple nights, and I normally am up, right? I wake up every time I hear a toilet flush. Ed's been sleeping good. So I wonder if that's a sign. Not that it's going to continue to happen, no, but that he's comfortable. He's been happy to be back. We have to look for the little things, the little wins in life. The kids, Josh's, everybody did great. So we didn't do a live last night because we're just trying to catch up, you guys. Give us the week, just in case we're not feeling it Friday. Dan's struggling with some, sleep and stomach issues and stress, and he's got some work shit to do. And when he's got looming shit to do, it always stresses him out. So, which means he doesn't sleep well. One of the doggy gates, shit, Goodman. So, I was gonna go on, and then when my friends went on her live, she's starting to do lives. So I went in a box for a little bit with her. But I didn't really do much. I'm just trying to catch up on shows. So we'll see how it goes. Wesley also has a game on Friday night, so I kind of just want to go to the game. And Dan's going to be working Friday, so I don't know how he'll feel after work. So just give us this week to acclimate and get back to normal. Practice what I preach. Sarah, you know that's not easy to do. You know? You know that. No, I didn't get that far yesterday. I started it, Pam, and then I was getting tired. Probably not this week, Allie. Probably not this week. I'm trying to give my body a little break from some alcohol. So 2 days, this is my third day. I'm gonna try not to have anything for maybe till Mother's Day, just to give my body a cleanse. You know what I mean? Because there was so much consumption, more than my normal. So I'm trying to just cleanse it, and then I'm gonna get on a routine with alcohol. Just for myself, for my mental clarity. Not that I drink a lot every night, but I just want to give myself some breaks in between. So I know I have the valley. I have 2 valleys to watch, Donna. Saying to try to go. No. I know you are. Oh, Sarah, with the social media. Yeah, I know. But, here's the thing. We have, we feel that obligation. So, but yeah, I said, no, let's not do it. Dan wanted me to do it last night, but I just said, you know what? I'm not going to. I felt guilty for a little bit, and then I went in on my friends, and then I said, you know what? Yeah. So anyhow, I'm gonna try to get, like, if I go to the casinos on Thursdays or whatever, I'm gonna give myself some time and just drink maybe a couple days a week if I can handle it. I do need a stress relief. He keeps pushing the up and down button. Goodman, I love that. So just for myself, how's the rash? Yeah, a little bit. I hate, the valley is just very dramatic. The valley is just very dramatic, but it's so dramatic that it's like a train wreck. You can't tear yourself away. Yes, I can go live. I tried it the other day, a couple weeks back, and the music they give me copyright stuff. So it's weird because, like, on a sub live, they say you can't play music. I don't understand how a regular live you can. But I just wanted to do sub live because I didn't want anybody, reporting. So I don't know. Vacation was great, Christian. It was amazing. Big surprise with Kristen. What's his face? Brittany and Jax. I can't stand Jax either. He drives me nuts. He's the biggest drama queen of them all. Are Brittany's boobs fake? Yes. No shit, Kelsey. All those girls. So here's the thing. Let's talk about some plastic surgery. Thanks, Dayu. Dayu? What are we doing? Why are we keep flopping back and forth? What's going on? So here's the thing. This is what, I guess, when you're in media, right? Social media, you're in under the camera's eye. Some people are blessed. Are you kidding me? Hello, Hong Kong, and Jennifer in Hong Kong. So here's the thing. I told you guys about a couple followers that I unfollowed because I felt like social media was changing them and had changed them into, worrying so much about their self-image, right? Boobs, Botox, lip injections, filters on their faces when they post, when they do videos, worrying about just their presentation. And it disappoints me a little bit. Now, I see myself, right? I see myself. You look at yourself all the time because you're doing these lives, you're doing videos. So I get it because you rip apart your flaws. You see the wrinkles. You see like, oh, maybe. I get it, right? I get how easily it is to get trapped in societal standards of looking good, looking younger, being perfect, right? And now I say perfect in air quotes. That's it. I say perfect in air quotes. So here's my thing. Like, if I do it, when I do it for myself, and I do it in a way that nobody would know, right? Hold on, I gotta pee. I'm starting to tingle. Hold on, give me a minute. Help remind me what I'm talking about when I come back. Have a look. No douche day. So, I can see how it can get easy to get sucked in, you guys. I mean, I get it. I look at my ugly face every day and I see, oh my God. And then I watch these, some of the TikToks of these girls with their face done, and I'm like, it doesn't look so bad. And then I'm like, no, I will not be privy to the sucking in of societal standards. And then recently, I'm going to tell you honestly, I'm going to speak honestly, because you get insecure with yourself when you're watching yourself all the time. You notice. So then I thought, it would be kind of fun. Do you guys watch Bobby? She's a comedian. She has young kids. She recently, she does podcasts. She recently just got divorced from her husband. She's young. She, is the one she got noticed during, she made it during the pandemic. And, she doesn't laugh when she does. She's just kind of like crass and no emotion. She tries. I love her. She is a hoot. She does a podcast. So Samantha, you know what I'm talking about. She recently overfroze her face and her lips. I love Bobby. Her humor is great. Sleeps, that's you, right? Dayu, if I remember your last, one of many handle names. Or who's Dayu, right? You're confusing me, you guys. So, here's the thing, Sleeps. See, I knew it, and all your changes. Sleeps, that's you, right? So, good Heatherland. Okay, if I remember Paul. Sleeps always does that, and she fucks me up. Like, how many more names are you gonna go through? Now, Dayu was her older name from a while back. I'm surprised I remembered. Anywho, so Bobby, she's cute, but she also has youth on her side. Many people are reminding me, about my lack of youth. Well, yes, I'm 50, so Drake, it was so funny. I love that interview with Drake. Anyhow, so she got some of the stuff removed, but her lips are done. I have recently thought it would be fun to do my lips. Just because as they get older, they do get thinner, less voluptuous, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to play around a little bit. For myself, not for other people. But I'm too chicken. I'll come out looking like a guppy fish, Shit, what'd you do? Nothing. They infected my lips too much, and this is what happened. Anyhow, if you haven't watched Bobby, find her. She is hilarious, and good for her for making it and being able to support her family. To all those people who started off during the pandemic and have made it and are successful and can afford houses and cars and stuff maybe they were struggling to do. Yes, Donna, that's what I'm talking about. It'd be a gentle, Dan, the dog is right there. Just a gentle puff. So when I've done Botox in the past, I don't freeze myself. I like a little bit of movement, but enough to give me, to look refreshed. That's it. Stay, Coda. Hi, Jazz and Kel. So anyhow, I have been thinking about it. Thought it might be fun, just a little plump. Just a little plump. But with my luck, I know. That's what I'm saying. So, anywho, I'm just being honest, because that's one thing that, even though I criticize, I don't really criticize. I just try to stop. I just don't want to get sucked in, right? To the people, like, that change on social media. Dan hates any of that stuff. I would never tell Dan. That's why my luck, I would swell up. Hi guys, what do you think about my new lips? No, so I never told Dan when I got Botox. I did it for about 3 years. I've done it recently, like 8 months ago, but I don't do it anymore because I did it a couple times in the last year, but because of my menopause, it doesn't stay in my face right now. So I'm not gonna spend the money if it's not gonna give me some reprieve for at least 3 months. So no, I never told Dan. So Dan always was bitching during that time and was like, you better not ever do Botox while I was doing it. He couldn't tell. He thinks that women do it and they're frozen and they can't move their faces. But no, not a lot of women do it like that. There are a lot of women who do it very small amounts. How do you teach a dog how to use a dog door? You just kind of keep opening it, put a treat on the other side, that type of thing. So no, never did it. So one time I did do filler. I think I told you all this story. I was in CrossFit. I got sucked in because all my CrossFit ladies did it and we had a party. And that's how I got started with Botox in the first place. And I have this one line, I call it my smoker's line. And my aunt has it too. It's the weirdest thing. And I wanted that. So they put a little filler above my lip, not on my lip. And I bruised. Oh yeah, Pearl. It doesn't last. And I think that some people just go through it too much during their menopausal years. So I didn't like that. I felt like when I did my side profile, I looked like a baboon because it kind of puffs you out here, but I'm thinking if you do the lips, it might be better. However, the baby Botox, is that what it's called? Smoker's baby line. Maybe that's from all my casino shit. That line. Fuck. So anyhow, I would be down and I would still be doing, just so you know, Botox if it stayed in my face. But it doesn't. So yeah. So Pearl, if you've done it and it's not lasting but a couple weeks, your body's like Pac-Man. It's eating it up. Botox, yes. So GSR, that's what it does to me. The Botox Dysport makes you look refreshed. People are like, you look so healthy, you know? You look so refreshed, because it does. It brightens your face up. Kissing the kiss or drinking out of straws, you know? Like lady, congrats. She had a small little nugget. So anyhow, it does brighten you up. Does Botox hurt? It can. Especially when you're around your period. Anyhow, it's really just ruined your looks. Yes. So refreshed. Refreshed is one of those, it's a good word to use. So I love it for that. And it just smooths you out a little bit. Doesn't make you look so like dilapidated. I love it, but I just can't use it. So I'm just being honest. I've been thinking about my lips and those hurt, but I'm scared. Briley, I think it's a girl. I like Briley. Briley, am I saying it right? That's a cute little name. So the Kardashians' faces are and they're filtered to the key T. Like, I don't understand why women use so many filters, right? They have soft lights pointing at their faces, everything to make them to buy into their fucking shit, right? Their lines and you too can look like this. You don't think Kim Kardashian has cellulite? Come on, people. Stop smoothing out the imperfections. I want to see all the flaws. That's how I would purchase things. I don't want to see people who are perfect, because we can't get that way. Even for all the plastic surgery or injections we get, we wouldn't be able to look like that. We look distorted, but they pay people to make them look like that. They pay cameramen to make them look smooth. And it was so darn painful. I know, girl. I'm afraid of that. I'm a pussy. With bumps, sags, and rolls. I'm a perfect small. I like that beat. And I haven't done my hair. My hair's gray. I don't really care, you know? Oh, I bet that. And I've seen that with the implant thing, how women have been chronically ill, not knowing it. They get their implants out and they are much better. Hi, Terry. I got bumps and rolls too, but I mean, would y'all women tell me what you think? Would you prefer to see ads with imperfect women? I do. I do. I want to see the imperfectness of women. And that's okay, Donna. You do you, girl. I am embracing my gray. I want to see the imperfections. I want to see what the clothes look like without smooth skin. Because we know with that ass on the fucking Kardashians, it's not smooth. Chunky and all. Living my best life in all my fluff, my rolls, and my dimples, bitches. I want someone like me. Yes, Rita. Yes. I want to see real. I don't want to see filtered. I don't want to see soft lights. Anybody can look good with fucking soft lights. Yeah. Light and water. Yeah, you know, GSR, you do. As you get older, you do, you know, it's just like, there's certain things that some of us can't do because of our vanity, and that's okay. That's okay, you know? And I don't begrudge, you know? I don't begrudge people who do it. I'm fighting doing some of that because I look at what they look like and I'm thinking, that would be kind of fun. Yeah, stay you. So now, you know, I just try to take care of my face and do whatever I gotta take. But I want to see ads with real women. You know, Dove started it with sizes, color, but they're still, you know, shadowing out the imperfections. Dove, be better. Show me the bumps. Show me the stretch marks. Show me the imperfections. I do too, Rita. My hair's so much healthier. Although I can use it at times. No, children is crazy. Children is crazy. So I just think that I would like to see more realness. You do you. Donna, you will always color your hair. Go, girl. But yes, the unreal expectations, and that's what I hate. Because you start questioning ourselves, especially as we age. Well, society tells us we should look like that. Society tells us we should take care of ourselves by making ourselves look younger. Fuck societal standards. Yes, it's so misleading, but I hate that for us. I hate that for us women, because that's what makes us insecure. That's what makes us hard on ourselves. That's what makes us have eating disorders. Those societal standards. Everything that the ads tell us and younger women tell us makes us feel like we don't belong. They are natural, and I love that. We have less natural women out here today than we used to. Remember back, what was it, the 50s? Y'all help me out, I could be giving my years wrong. When being big was beautiful. Natural, voluptuous curves. Where is that? Where is that? Own your curves. Own your beauty. But I wish marketing would do a better job with that and helping women. Let her go totally white and really, it's beautiful. I love when I see women who have gone totally natural. You feel that way? I love younger women feeling empowered like that. And we lose time just letting go. Yes, you know, people are gonna see our beauty. You know, I hate when I see young kids wearing makeup, Cindy. It makes, what's her name? John Benet Ramsey. You know, John Benet Ramsey. Do I feel the same way about men being natural? Yes. Yes, men are natural for the most part, you know? A little crazy angry cat. Size 16. Yes. And Marilyn Monroe was a size 16, and she was considered the most beautiful woman on the world. Today, you're a size 16, you're told you're obese. You're told that you need to lose weight. Hi, Alex. You're told that you're not beautiful. You need to be a stick. Has gray hair since she was in her 30s. Oh, really? And she's owned it? I'm gonna walk further, but so let's say as I'm heading to the shops. Good. I'm glad you did pop on, Alex. Thank you. Love you, girl. Hope you're doing better. So yes, I think it's great for the women who embrace it and say fuck it. Kelsey, I know you're a crazy ass hot mess, and that's why we love you. And you know, here's another perspective. It's crazy, Sarah. I know, it's crazy. Me too. D, I want to see them all without their injections. Sometimes if you notice, the cameras get close and you see their skin. It's not good. Health is really important. Okay, Alex, love ya. Mother Nature and time always win. It always fucks us. Health does look different. It's annoying when people look at someone's body and judge. Yes. So, speaking of that, right? I was in Cabo. And this is my pure honesty and my honesty. Hi, Mary. And my vulnerability. And Dawn, I agree with that. Women need to you need to think about yourselves and do what makes you feel better, right? That's so individual. I'm not doing it. When I do something, I don't do it for other people. I do it for myself, you know? And that's important. I think a lot of people would say they do it because they want to be looked at in a different way, right? I want to do it because I want to do what makes me feel better, right? When I look in the mirror or when I'm out, you know, bebopping around, or when I'm on social media, which I am a lot, you know, do videos, do lives, and I stare at myself all day long, right? You can't help but see your aging skin, body, and everything, you know, and I can see how it's like, God, what the fuck? I try not to look anymore, right? So, being at a beach resort, right? Just people watching, right? And you look at all these women with different beautiful bodies. They're different sizes, different races, different nationalities and cultures. And I was looking at women, and I'm always very envious, right, of the woman who doesn't fit within the societal standards and is just living it, loving every minute of it, thongs, prancing around with the imperfect body, but her mindset was bad fucking ass. Here I am, right, being insecure about myself and my little bulge and my, you know, all this shit and my legs and my cellulite, and here I am looking at these women, not a care in the fucking world, letting it all hang out and feeling great doing it. Now, where do they get that mindset? Where do they get that mindset? Right? Where and how? Because I want that. I got fucked a long time ago with my anorexia and my body dysmorphia. That screwed me up, y'all. That screwed me up. And at 50, I'm 50, y'all. At 50, and that's good, Kim. I'm halfway there. I was like, girl, get your fucking mind. Just get it. Who cares what you look like? You know, and I'm walking around. I don't care anymore. But I do care. If I'm being completely honest with myself, I do care. I love my grades. I love them. It comes, but my mom, Donna, and that's my point. My mom always told me I was beautiful just the way I was. But somewhere along the way, I didn't believe my mama, right? I didn't believe her. And I was faced with my friends, how they looked at the time, and my magazines, Elle was one of my favorite magazines in high school. My mama was a strict, she raised me to be a self-thinker, independent, you know? But it's somewhere along the way I got fucked. But I think that was my mental illness. I think that was my anorexia, and I think that was my body dysmorphia. I can admit that. I know that's where it came from. And today, yes, Eddie, I'm a normal human being at 50. Like, I have these feelings, and I am telling you guys my honesty, because I believe some of us are still hiding behind it and would never admit it. And I think it's so important to admit insecurities, because insecurities help us become stronger if we want to, right? I think my body image will be fucked up for the rest of my life until the day I die or I lose my memory or something, because of my experiences. Because of my experiences. Now, I have made strides, y'all. I have grown, right? I've gained wisdom. I have come a long way, but I still have those errant thoughts. I should be prettier, right? I should take care of myself better, right? And complimenting my husband, I was the opposite. Oh, that's sad. But we should. You know, we should, but we can't run away from what society tells us. And it fucks with our head. I think it makes us have these body dysmorphias. It's all a man's fault. Well, I bet you some of it, yes. Because men don't understand women. And the head honchos, I can tell you, are probably most men in the beauty industry. And that's why it sucks. I would black out after. I was scared to black out. So I bet you most men started this whole image thing. But, you know, it is what it is, you guys. I'm just trying to speak on it. I'm trying to rationalize and normalize my insecurities, which are other people's insecurities. My body lately. Me too, Sue, me too. My son's wedding is in 2 months, hoping to see some changes. Now, menopause, I don't know how old you are, Sue. Menopause has fucked me royally. Now, some of you say, Danielle, you know, and remember, it is all subjective. My weight and what you see, right? This is not what I'm used to. The extra 10 pounds is not what I'm used to. You guys look at me and you say, Danielle, God, I would kill to have your body. But for me, it's uncomfortable, right? That extra 10 pounds on me is uncomfortable. Do I still fit in my clothes? Yes, but not the way I want to, you know? And so menopause has really sucked. I really have to change the way I eat. Okay, Sue. So as we age, everything slows down. We lose our fucking insides, they die off. And then our body says, well, we don't need as many calories. Do I get anxiety if I don't exercise? Yes. Part of my mental illness, my anorexia, my body dysmorphia, yes. I have anxiety. Sue, my best thing I can tell you is moderation. Our body slows up. And our body says, well, you don't need as many calories. So it's just a style of eating. I believe in moderation and not doing anything. So it is exercise, movement. It doesn't have to be running. As you see, I'm walking. I am running, walking, which I think, because my body's still tired, and it's good for recovery anyway. I ate a gummy last night, couldn't sleep. Oh no, shit. Like, lady, that's why I'm afraid to do it. Hold on, I gotta pee again. Shit, these pee-pees are coming on strong. Give me a minute. gotta go. Gotta go. Meds fuck you up too, you guys. It doesn't matter what you're on, but meds fuck us up as women. I mean, you know, here's the thing. How about we do like a ad campaign for women 45 and up, right? Which is different. It's showing us more women like us. Ozempic? No, I would never do that. Retired physical education. Yeah, the activity isn't helping, Sue. Even walking or small weights or whatever. I fainted once when Ed was bleeding like a year ago. So it's moderation. So I'm trying to change up my eating. Cabo got in the way, which I wasn't going to worry about it. I said, fuck it. I'm going to eat what I want. I'm going to drink what I want. And then when I get back, I will continue what I was doing before Cabo. I think what I was doing was helping. Pull tube. I don't know what that is. I would never do Ozempic because my thing is that, you know, those medicines are there for a reason, you know? They're there for your A1Cs, and so, yeah, I wanted to let loose, absolutely. So, that's what I'm trying to do for myself now, right? I'm trying to just find something that I can maintain, be happy with, and be able to know what my body needs and fuel it appropriately. I know probably some of that weight gain was probably the wine. So, you know, finding something suitable, cutting back will help that. And it worked great, yes. But I feel like these people who take the Ozempic, and at the time when they were realizing that the Ozempic was helping weight loss and people were using it, and then the A1C people couldn't get it. Did Ozempic, and she says that's great. Now she can't gain weight. Yeah, she looks gaunt. She looks gaunt. Oh, good, Barb. She looks gaunt. You know? So does Scott Disick. You guys, stop cheating. Here's the thing. And Sharon was probably on it for a long time. All these celebrities that all of a sudden are svelte. I'm wondering if Jersey Shore too. Have you looked? Yeah, they would. Most people gain weight back, right? That's normal. It's not a healthy way to lose weight. When I lose weight, I want to do it according to what I'm learning about my body, right? We can all cheat and take the easy way out, but Ozempic has horrible side effects, y'all. I do not want to eat. You know, it's one of the few pleasures left in life I have. Food, wine, you know, with him, but it helps keep my A1C. Yes, and Joanna's on it too, for her A1C, and she's lost, I think, about 10 pounds. I know, I CNH, I think, you know, Judy, people come and go, then they come back, you know, they have life or who knows. Yes, especially JWoww. Especially JWoww. JWoww looks thin. You can't tell me the way she eats and drinks, which that's just probably a short period of time, but she's not doing something. Yes, remember Fen Fen? Do you remember Fen Fen? And all those like shit. Yes, and it's just bad. Like, I would rather much learn about what works by trial and elimination. You know, eating, I mean, I eat pretty healthy. So just maintaining, not overeating. And that's my problem with certain things, is overeating. And lost over 2 years. Oh, good. That's good, Kim. Anyhow, so that's just me. You know, that's just me. Exercise also is important. Exercise will always be in my life as long as I can, because that keeps me going. It's great for my mental state. Yeah, Jay, wow, I want to know. Sharon Osbourne and frickin' Scott Disick. You guys, what about Scott Disick? Holy crap. Yeah, I like to do it the right way because you don't learn. Yeah, AFib. I did. It made your heart race. That's the thing. Is doing it with those drugs, you don't learn how to eat, right? That's what people need to do. Learn how to eat. I still struggle with that, meaning my portion sizes. I still struggle with getting a second and a third, and now with my body, I need to, stop and lessen my amounts. I think so too. It's cheating to me. It's like the people, this is what Dan said. Yes, and that's right, Kim. Everybody's bodies are different in how it responds. So, how long do you run for each time? Dylan, it changes every day. The quick isn't always the best. No, for long term. I always say that. I stand by that until the day I die. Learning how to eat, learning what works is the most important thing in a journey of your body. Healthy eating.
What are we talking about?
Not avoiding. Avoidance causes binge eating, for me. It caused binge eating and overeating. And yes, and that's why the people always say, well, what are you eating? How are you eating? What do you eat? It's just because, obviously, it's not working for me anymore. It's not working for me anymore. But it's also wouldn't work for you. It may not. And I'm thinking about steak burrito. Okay, Sharon, let me tell you something about that steak burrito with lots of guacamole and sour cream. Last night, I was laying in bed and I was thinking about Chipotle. Yes, I was. Chipotle. So you know what I'm getting today? You betcha. Chipotle. It's about not depriving yourself. Eat it. So if you get the steak burrito and you're trying to lose weight, try just to eat half. Now, I have a problem with just eating half. That's the whole thing. Mindset. I'm like, I'll eat the whole thing. And then I regret it afterwards. Donna, I'm fit, but I have fluff. My 10 pounds has been a fluff. And they've been helping me lose weight. Oh, yes. Oh, not me. Those apple cider vinegar. I tried all that. Yeah, not live to eat. And that's the bowl. Yeah, here's what I've started doing though, Allie. The burrito has less food in it than the actual bowl itself. I can never eat half either. That's my problem. That's why I'm extra fluffy. Because I eat the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Fuck the fluff. So it's about saying, you know what, I'm gonna eat half. Put it away. Yes, so I've been getting the burrito and eating about half the tortilla instead of chips, and then just eating the inside, because that typically is less than what's in the bowl. The bowl has probably more calories in it than the actual caloric intake. Take away the flour tortilla, because it's less. Trust me. That's why I can demolish off a whole Chipotle burrito and leave the butt of the tortilla, which is my favorite part. Well, yeah, it's all troubles for me, because I used to be able to eat like that. Now my 50-year-old body's like, bitch, you like being fluffy? Keep eating. Scott Disick. I think Ozempic. Do it, Sherry. I'm getting mine. So, and yes, you're technically also, if you want to, from the refrigerator, Rita, honey, I need some food. Help me. Or is your refrigerator your significant other? My significant other, the pantry full of chips, is calling my name. Hello, honey. What can you give me today? I don't know. Moderation, you bitches. That's it. And sugar. If you're drinking a lot of wine, like I was, that doesn't help it. Think Mose. I'm just calling you Mose. And you'll be down. I look good like that, Mary. I look good at 40. I wish I had my 40-year-old body back. Fuck, where did that go? And at 40, I was thinking, God, I wish I had my 30-year-old body. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Jennifer Q. Hi, Dak. How are you? So I spill it all, people. I spill all the facts. I wonder what the Kardashians are going to look like when they get old and stop using. They have to continue to use all that shit. Yes, Jan, I got to figure out a way. I was really thinking about it because here's my thing. Oh, good. Yes, Lake Lady. For women, it's really important to also do small weights because we get osteoporosis because of our dying insides. Because our insides die, right? We're here, we're youthful, we are full of hormones. We birth babies, we house them, we birth them, we give them life. And then when we are done, our bodies say, well, we got to kill it off so we can no longer procreate because it's not healthy. So then our insides start dying. And in the process of our insides start dying, our hormonal imbalance happens. And then we're trying to fight feast or famine, mental stability, and trying to keep our friends and family safe from our instabilities. And during that process, our metabolism slows and says, bitch, you're not as active as you used to be. You don't need to have a high metabolism anymore. No more. No more. Because you aren't nursing kids, you aren't chasing after young ones. You ain't taking them to sports parks, ball parks, water parks. I mean, you don't need it. So we're cutting that shit in half too. So now not only are you dead inside, but you can't eat like you used to. Yeah, fuck you, creator. Whoever made up the woman's body, fuck you. I don't know who it was, but somebody did it. Somebody did it. And I don't like it. Why? That's how Grandpa eats his burrito. And he needs it, but he eats his burrito. But I do like some burrito. I do like the tortilla. And I love the chips. So today, I don't know what I'm getting. I might get the fucking burrito and eat it all. I don't care. Or the bowl. And then if I get the bowl, see, if I eat the burrito, because of the tortilla, I don't eat chips. But then, I angry cat face. and then, if I get the bowl, I like to dip my chips in. I must have chips. But I don't want the chips because I had about 55,000 pounds in Mexico. It's contributing to my fupa. Y'all, I'm trying to help myself be rid of thy fluff. At least halfway. If I lost half of the fluff, I'd be fine. I don't need to even lose all of the fluff. I just need to lose half of it. The lime chips with the extra salt, oh God, it's orgasmic. It's orgasmic. It's not overserve yourself. So that's the problem, Jen. I figured it out. Let's measure fupas. Let's do it. The battle of the fupas coming soon to you. Yeah. God, I love my chips, Donna. But I can't eat a serving size of them. At the airport in Mexico, I'm gonna tell you what I ate. I had my nice veggie omelet. No, not veggie. Who does veggie, Dan? I don't. I had my nice egg white omelet in Mexico every morning with a bagel and fresh fruit. That's what I had. And then I proceeded at the airport to get me a salad, a Subway salad, because I did not want any more bread for a sandwich. And then I needed my chips. That's right, bitches. I spent $10 at the airport for a bag, not a single serving, a bag of queso ruffles in Mexico. Let me tell you, they were the best, and I chowed them down. I gave a couple to Dylan. Dan took a couple. I gave a couple to the kids. The rest I ate. I sucked them down. I tried to eat half the bag. Didn't work. Didn't work. Then I came home, and because I had that, I didn't do bad. I just ate very healthy. When I got home, I had some turkey meat, some cheese, and I had some veggies, right? So I try to compensate where I have overindulged, right? Yesterday, I made myself a big protein egg sandwich on ciabatta after my run. And then I had a Red Bull somewhere in between. And then I didn't eat because I was so busy yesterday. And that's not good either for the menopausal body. And then I had ramen last night for dinner. Top ramen. Yep, that's what I had. With some carrots and onion dip. That's what I ate. No chips. But, so not enough food probably for me. Not enough food for me. But I wasn't, I'm trying to de-bloat. The top ramen I wanted, I was craving salt. So I'm still dehydrated, probably catching up. So I wanted to give my body something. Hi Darls. So yeah, that's what I did yesterday. So today, my plan is I have my eyebrow touch up today. So after that, I'm going to get me a Chipotle. Haven't decided yet, burrito or bowl, not quite sure. And then whatever I make for dinner, I don't know. So I'm gonna just try to get back on track, try to start fiddling with my food and seeing if that will help. Hi Jenna, hi Natalie. Sriracha, peanut butter. You love hearing yourself speak. Andrew, I'm not quite sure if you know how labs work, but I have to speak or else it would be quite boring if I just stood here like a fucking idiot. Anyhow, what is your favorite chip? Everything. Doritos, Fritos. Actually, I don't really like the Frito. A plain barbecue, sour cream and onion, cheddar and sour cream, tortillas with queso or salsa. What else? There's a lot. I'm an equal opportunity chip eater. So I can't just say what would be my favorite chip. Okay, if I was going to a desert island and I can only have one chip ever, I think I would have to go with the nacho cheese Doritos. Plain red bag Doritos. Fritos. I love that Trader Joe's Fritos. The spicy one. Pastries. I love sour candies too, Sarah, but I could do without a pastry. I brought all this sour candy with me and I didn't even eat any. Everybody else did. Candy lately hasn't been my thing, which is good. Doesn't need to be. You know what I mean? Funyuns. God, my daughter used to love Funyuns. So, ranch. See, I don't like ranch. My nuggets loved Cool Ranch, but I don't. Wampum. What the hell is a wampum, Jerry? Colonel Jerry, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. A wampum? Wang puss? A pussy wang? What? So I have to tell you, Purple Bag. So I have to tell you something. For all those listening, I had a couple women say my content is disgraceful last night on some of the comments that I saw. They don't like it. It's too much sex talk. So let me disclaim for everybody, every time, a couple times a day. I'm going to tell you right now. Wampum corn chips. I don't know what the fuck that is. What's a wampum? And where do I get them, Jerry? Up my ass? Here's the thing. Disclaimer. I am crude. I am rude. I cuss. I get nasty. Even Dan was like, the herpes and the puss and the penis was a little bit too much, Danielle. We have an image to uphold. Who does? You? Not me. I don't care. I think it's funny. So he didn't like that. Was a little bit too much for him. I thought it was funny. So he was like, people are not going to believe you. People are going to think that it's real. I'm like, everybody knows when I'm talking, I embellish, right? obviously it's not genital herpes. It's herpes of the mouth. Let's just say fever blister, if that's better. I think the herpes is funny. And so, anyhow, he's like, yeah, that was just a bit too much. Well, yes. Mexican pastries. Oh, you know, I'm not a big Mexican pastry fan. We have them all the time there, and it's something different. Anyhow, I'm like, if people don't know I was having fun with the herps, then they don't belong here, right? Oh, weird, Jenna. So anyhow, it might be too much for you, but you don't need to make an announcement of your departure. Announcing, some people feel that if they announce, it might make me change my ways, but it will not. It almost brings out the more craziness in me, you know? It used to be called fever blisters, cold. Anyhow. So here's my thing. I am all those things and above. And yes, sometimes I take it too far. Yes, sometimes I go a little bit deep. But that's my personality. That is my humor. So if you don't like it, it is time to abort the mission. Because when I'm alone, there is no telling what I'm going to say. Ever. I don't even know what I'm going to say. You get me on the topic of something, and I may go downtown to Funky Town, or I might keep it just kind of, depends on my mood, you know? Depends on my mood. So, anyway, Dan didn't like the whole talking about Andrew's herps, because he was like, I think you give people the wrong impression. How do you think Andrew will feel? I said, number one, I don't really care, because it gave me content. And it gave me something to rattle on about and laugh our asses off about, right? That's it. It was nothing more. My son does not have genital herpes, nor does he have them on his mouth. It is from the sun. He went and bought some Abreva yesterday for the blisters on his mouth from the sun. It obviously awoke the virus up in his body. I had it when I was younger. Now he has it. So he needs to be careful. He also used to get cold sores. He gets really bad cold sores in his mouth. So it's obviously the same thing, Andrew. So Dan just was lecturing me on that yesterday. I feel sometimes like a little schoolgirl, right? I get lectured on how to behave. I don't really care. I just want to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. That's it. Girls just want to have fun. And I'm a dirty fucking talker. And I'm a dirty fucking talker, cusser. I'm not a dirty fucker. I'm a dirty cusser. That's what I meant to say. You know what I mean? So like me, love me, or don't. The choice is yours. But I don't need an announcement of why you're leaving. It's not going to change who I am, and I don't care. Unsubscribe. Do it quietly. Do it quietly, because I can give 1 fuck, 2 fucks, 3 fucks, 4. The people who like me and understand my humor and support me in all my wit, disrespectfulness that people say I have, no, that's called humor. Once again, it's not disrespect. You may view it as disrespect because you don't have any humor in your life, but I call it humor. Humor. Like it, love it, or don't. All funny fucking duddies. Get the fuck out. Exit stage right. And don't scratch yourself on the way out. It's not that hard, people. I have to give a lesson in leaving to a lot of people, I think. It's very simple. You can take any of your fingers on each hand. You could do it all together and swipe up. You don't have to hit a subscribe or a follow. It's quite simple. I think even a kindergartner could do that. You know what I mean? It's very simple. This ain't an airport. No need for your arrival. No need to announce your arrival or departure. Because when you say I'm leaving, guess what I say? Bye. Bye. Yeah. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Hi, Rick. Hang tough. Me too. Not bad day. I think it's necessarily a bad day. I think it's more of I feel a little slightly irritated today.
Irritated?
I don't know why, but I feel a little slight irritation in my bones. And I don't know why. It just happens sometime in the morning.
Irritation about what?
I don't know.
Up here or down here? Irritated.
My
here?
vagina is not irritated. My asshole is because I have to poop. It's a little itchy. My ass has been itchy. Again, menopause. What? You were irritated a little bit earlier this
But
morning.
you know,
It came and it went.
I'll keep that information to myself. You know, my
issue.
stomachly duties and obligations after Mexico. That's just not something that I share.
I think
I
it's.
don't talk. If there's any bubbling or anything, I'm good with keeping that stuff in my bathroom.
Why?
Because
People
that's
like-
me.
people-
I know, but people may
People like to
it.
talk about feces.
It's not a big deal.
I haven't pooped yet.
Nothing.
Oh, I did poop, but I feel more. Coming.
Nothing bad.
No, Dan was really. He kind of, everybody manifests anxiety in different ways, right? And, when I'm anxious, I literally, I kind of keep it to myself. I might react more, right? Because I'm just frustrated. I'm dealing with whatever I'm dealing with. Dan is an open anxiety person. Like
It's just I
He
absorb
paces-
a lot more things than you. do.
he,
Like, what's my primary anxiety right now? You wouldn't even know.
you can't say you absorb. How do you know how much I absorb?
But because I know that.
No, you don't.
My mom has an appointment with the oncologist today.
Yes.
To learn whether there's, something serious. I have that in the back of my mind, right?
Yes.
I'm going to get a result. Just
So
to hear
here's the thing. Can I finish? Anxiety with Dan. This is anxiety with Dan. He's a pacer. Hello. He doesn't know what he wants. He's just open thinking. He paces, comes in, follows me around. Hello. Hello. Hi. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just a random, like he's pacing right now. And then occasionally you hear a, what? He gags. Non-stop. Gags. Hi. I don't know what to do. Hi, Danielle. Where are you? And this goes on for hours, right? For hours. And what happens to me? Then I'm like, fuck, here we go. Here we go. And then I start,
It's amazing.
then I start
I'm
getting,
the one suffering.
then I start
God's
getting,
answers, what
then I
happened
started
to
getting,
me?
then I start getting, I start getting nauseous. Because if you're ever around somebody who just gags nonstop, it's my system. I'm like, then I'm nauseous and I'm in an eating Tums, and then he's still walking around. I disappear. Hello, Daniel, dear, and then he sees me and then he walks away, holding his belly. So it literally, yes, it freaks me out because it's so much for me. And I'm like looking at him like, can we not keep quiet about that? Like I just literally keep it to myself. Occasionally, I might get irritated with my reactions to something. I don't walk around following him like a toddler with gagging sounds. I just don't know what to do. That's what he's pacing back and forth. And then he paces. So that's his anxiety. That's how he manifests his anxiety. And right now he's just pacing back and forth. That drives me
Yes, but I'm
nuts.
also waiting to know if my mom has cancer has returned.
I understand.
That's going to weigh on me.
I understand. Really?
I mean,
I have no experience with the mom and cancer. Anyhow, so we all deal with anxiety in different ways. And let me tell you, when my husband deals with his, it's very nauseating for me. And he rubs his head a lot. And it just drives me nuts. I can't do it. He needs to walk. I know. And then he has this thing, and it was checked, but I don't like it on his head. It's like this dry patch. I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to his. I'm gonna send a picture of it to his doctor to see if he needs that cut out. But yeah, I can't do it. And then he wonders why I start getting irritated. I'm like, because I can't handle the pacing, and I try to be as
calm and collected as I can. But sometimes you lose it after a while because I'm empathetic. And so I just absorb all that, plus all that. And then I get nauseous on top of it. It's not fun. You want to eat? No. Why not? Because I'm feeling a little bit nauseous. Why? Huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm hard. Okay. Well, why did you join if I'm too hard? I don't understand. You just exit. Exit. You just joined my I almost said prescription. I'm hard in your eyes, right? But is it really hard? I mean, think about it. Think about it. How do you judge somebody on their personality and say I'm hard? No, yeah, sometimes I am. Isn't everybody hard at sometimes? Isn't everybody firm at sometimes? You have to be when you deal
Are you talking about sex?
with the shit I deal with. Like, what is your problem? I don't understand the people who join your subscription and then they're like, well, a girl. There are easier ways to do it. Are there really? Are there really easier ways to do it? How do you know? Are you in my fucking shoes? Do you deal with the crazy that I deal with every day? And let me tell you, I don't think any person could deal one day in my house. And if they did, they would go running within that 24-hour period. My house is crazy. Not just with Ed, but with my husband and all his shit and everything else and my kids and the stress of everything that is going on in my life. And people come on and have the nerve to tell me that I'm too hard or that I need a better way of handling my situation. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? No. Nobody knows me unless you know me and you've been around me enough. Don't come on here as a watcher and pretending to be close and say, I get you, I love you, I support you, but because if you come in here, you support me, whether my good, my bad, and everything else. But you don't come in here to tell me how to be. I'm 50 years old, right? I think I manage my life and my crazy pretty well. I think I have my life down pat pretty well. And I would love to have anybody come in this house that thinks they can do it better because I'm going to tell you something. There's no way you can. When you come in with the different personalities in this house, you come and deal with all the shit that goes on in the day and all the things that have to get done and keeping on top of everything. And you're going to tell me I'm too hard. And what is wrong with being hard? What is wrong with being firm? What is wrong with being a go-getter to get shit done? Because in order to get your shit done, you have to have some element of firmness and hardness to you. Because let me tell you, you would get nothing done if I was like willy-nilly free. Oh, hey, sweetie. Plus, that's not fucking me. Hi, sweetie. How you doing today? What you up to? Well, come on, come sit by me and let's pay some bills, won't you? Oh, got to transfer some money over because there's not enough in there. You know? Don't tell me you know me. Do it, Slick. Just lock them. I give you permission. Nobody knows me. I give you a true idea of who I am. But what do you see of me a day? You see an hour and a half of me at least in the morning time, right? You see an hour and a half of me in the morning time, and then you see maybe a minute to 2 minute video of me on a video. That's it. How does that resonate into, well, I really know you? You do? Okay. Yeah. No. And I tell you, like most people who, most family are like, Danielle, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. My husband is laid back. My husband is laid back? My husband is laid back? Bruh. You block all messengers of Ed. Huh? What does that mean? Exitly, you're really concerning me, and I don't know why you joined. You're full of yourself. Oh, okay. Um, Millie the pig doesn't sleep. You unsubscribed. Oh, I'm so hurt. And plus, that's not how you spelled unsubscribed. You should spell check that. Yeah, I'm not sure what exit is in here for because they're just they're confused. They paid money to see this and then bitch at me for it. How does that work? Yes, me and Hannah look a lot alike. It's crazy. But my other kids do too. It's just the coloring throws you off. Why the attacks? Why am I attacking? I only attack the attackers. There's a member on here that just membered. Yeah. Unless they're yeah, no. And people don't get it. People think they know. People think they can judge me based on, what I show. And I show you my true self in the morning time, I don't walk around with a Southern accent all the time, but sometimes I do. But I talk to Dan that way sometimes, and he looks at me, and then he'll try to do the Southern accent thing as well. But for the most part, like, you see me. That's my true self. That's my true self. So what is it that I show that is not? But you don't really know somebody unless you open your eyes and want to learn somebody. And you still, if not, you're with me every day, you still don't know me. Oh, hey, G. What's up, G? Yeah, Dan's stressing out. And rightfully so, rightfully so. Sometimes I get a little like, and this is selfish of me, and I'm going to admit this, because it is selfish, and I know it's selfish. But my mom died at 53. My mom died at 53 of primary lung cancer. Sometimes I get angry because I'm like, your mom's 86, 87. And, she's had a full life. That's like a feat to live that long these days. So sometimes I get a little jealous, right? And then he's complaining or you worried. And I can't take away that worry, right? Because it's still your mom. She's still living and it's still stressful. But does that make sense? Does that make sense? But I do get selfish sometimes. And I'm like, damn, she's 86, she's 87. Like, she's lived a good life. Like, my mom did this at 53 and died, So I do feel sometimes like, I know it's selfish. You know what I mean? I know it's selfish and I know it's wrong for me to think that way, but I can't help it. I can't help it. I hate Mother's Day. I love Mother's Day, but I hate it. I know it's selfish of me to think that way. And I don't want to see him and I don't want to see Joanne suffer. I really don't. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying, 53, 86, 87, whatever.
Stop. I gotta run go. How's Blue Pete getting now? I gotta run get some milk real quick. Just keep an eye on him. I put the Zoom on him. Hopefully. I'm just gonna go get a thing of milk. Down at CVS or should I go to the gas station?
Gas station. So it's selfish. Bluetooth! Bluetooth! Sorry, Bluetooth. Yeah. And and I know it's completely selfish of us, right? I believe it's completely selfish. I know it's a selfish thing that I think that way. But sometimes when he goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it, I'm just like, it's almost expected to to have something wrong, right? It's almost expected as you get older, something's going to develop, right? And so I feel like I still can't take away his worry, right? And his stress, because he has both of his parents. I don't. So I think I rationalize it differently. I think I don't know. It's horrible, but I just wanted to share that with you because I try to be supportive at the time, but at the other times I'm frustrated with him because I think sometimes he forgets, who he's talking to. And my dad got his wings at 56. Yeah, and my dad, my mom 53, and that's because he shot himself. So yeah, it's horrible. But I admit those things because it's the truth. And that is why I'm going to tell you guys something. So, and this is probably the biggest struggle. And Mother's Day has always been hard for me, right? Since he was 18. What the fuck am I talking about? Since my mom died. And Mother's Day in the Salinger house is basically, the Salinger family is basically built around Joanne, right? As it should. As it should. And, I just never felt, I don't know. I just think over the years, I was just like, what the hell? This is just not Mother's Day to me. I want to be with my kids. So years ago, Rocky and I started doing Mother's Day together. So I said, no, I'm not going to go. Dan, you go with your mom. I will do something with my kids and Rocky and the Nuggets because the connection of my mom and being with them is very important for me. So years ago, I set my boundaries with Mother's Day. Okay. I set my boundaries and I said, you know what? You do your family. I'm going to do it with my family. You should be with your mom. This is how I want to start spending my Mother's Days, right? So every year we go through this. So fast forward. Carrie's having a brunch at 10:30 on Mother's Day. Anybody's welcome. So nope, not going to do it. Not going to do it. I want to be with my Nuggets and I want to be with my kids that are here. If they want to go celebrate for Booby, I would also welcome them to go to Joanne's, like wherever, right? And but they're not. They're going to choose me because it's Mother's Day. It's not Grandmother's Day. And every kid should be with their mother, I believe, on Mother's Day. So Dan said yesterday, and he said, well, we're going to my sister's on Sunday. And I said, no, I'm not. And he goes, you need to go to my sister's. I told her, you guys need to work on yourselves and your relationship. And so I think we need to go over there. I want you to go over there on Sunday. And I said, it's Mother's Day. You go with your mom. I'm spending it with my kids and Rocky and Josh. We have plans every year. This is what we do. This is how I feel connected. And they won't go over to Carrie's because it's over an hour for them. And Rocky is like, I just don't want to, I want to spend Mother's Day with like you guys and, my family. I want to do what I want to do on Mother's Day. And I feel the same way. Like I'm tired of giving others trying to do what's right for the other people, trying to do what's right for other people, for my husband, doing it for my husband. No, I'm not doing this for you anymore. Mother's Day is one of the days I'm not doing for you. I'm not doing it. We fought and he gets mad. Well, you should do it. And I said, no, it's Mother's Day. I shouldn't be obligated to do anything but something that I want to do for myself. I'm a mom too. I'm a mom. I don't want to be with people who don't respect me and appreciate me. I don't want to be surrounded by, the cousins that think I'm a piece of shit for doing social media. Why would I want to do that on Mother's Day? I don't. And I'm crying. Boundaries. And that's what I talk about all the time, is setting boundaries. My boundary is Mother's Day. Took me years to be strong enough to do that. So, no. Mother's Day is not the day to work on relationships. It's not that day. So, and I hate, well, they hate him for it too. There's only really one. There's, one of the other ones is half on it, half off. They sit and they watch and then they bitch and complain. And it's just I have a sore coming out of my nose and it hurts so bad. Right at the tip. So anyway, it's my day. And I want to spend it my way. With people who love me. So, yeah, and Dan, has always over the years, well, I'm not going to celebrate you. You're not my mom. I get it, not having one. And you should be with your mom. But, why am I crying? I have no idea. That hit weird. Oh, it hurts so bad. I'm not happy with Dan either, but Dan, there's different. Dan can handle it better, Dan can handle it better. Yeah, I'm the mother to his children, but he never looks at it that way. So, no, it does. And Valeria, you're right. Because he says, do it for me. No. I do a lot for you when, I do a lot for you. It's one day I'm not succumbing to your family. Oh, Breva in my nose. Yeah, probably Sadie. No, Dan doesn't. No, he doesn't really care about Father's Day. Dan doesn't believe in Hallmark. He calls them Hallmark holidays, right? So he doesn't. Yeah, but I don't think he looks at it that way. He doesn't see that it makes me feel, I guess, like my feelings are invalid. If he would listen to what I say, then maybe he would understand. But Dan sees it one way and he wants me to reconcile with her. But there's so much hurt, and so much damage. I'm done, I think you just, after so many years of tolerating so much emotional shit with certain people in your life, you come to a certain age that you just don't want to deal with it. Certain people are incapable of changing and or seeing their faults and their wrongs, right? And she'll never change. And I'm tired of always having to be the one that makes the changes and puts in the effort. I'm not doing it anymore. I did it for years. And it didn't hurt. It didn't help, No, Dan hasn't had the loss. He hasn't. Family dynamics are so hard. And, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Batty me, you don't think me and my husband talk? Like, what are you talking about? These are my emotions on the subject. It has nothing to do with not talking to my husband. Do you not think I communicate with my husband? Yeah, we communicate all the time. So don't tell me what to do. Anyhow, so yes, so my boundary is set.
Where's Andrew?
Upstairs sleeping.
Where's his car then?
He must have obviously gotten a ride home. Obviously he was Anyhow,
See how he's doing with his milk. He's still sitting there with the cereal, or
yeah, I think Sherry,
progressed with my dad.
and I think
Ah.
um, the reminders, you know, anybody who's lost a parent brutally, and it was brutally, I think so too, Joni. I mean, I take care of her dad. I don't know. It's hard. Mother's Day does this to me every year. Anyhow. Yeah, you're welcome, Sarah. Oh, thanks, Donna. Oh, I am keeping my boundaries. I've given up a lot. I've done a lot for my husband and for his feelings and for his family. I'm still doing it. And, you know, out of it, I mean, you know, we have gotten a platform, you know, so it has worked well for us. But at the same time, I'm still doing it, you know, I'm still stuck. You know, I still have to wake up every day, and I still have to get up early and get everything ready and prepared. And I can't leave freely like she gets to leave freely. You know, she gets to sleep until 9 or whatever she does, you know. I don't have that luxury. But yes, Mother's Day always does this to me. And I thought it was fine until we started talking about Mother's Day. Every year, 18 years later, and I still do that. So here it is. Sorry about that. Mother's Day and Father's Day stream. Yeah, it sucks. And that's why I set my boundaries. I have that closeness with Josh and the kids and Rocky. It was really cute because Rocky introduced me. She's like, it was really cute. All weekend, she was like, not only is she my sister-in-law, but she's one of my best friends. And we are, you know. My girlfriend and I flew to Texas to see her dad. She just met in 45. I'm sorry, Kimberly. That's so hard. So I'm always sleeping with one ear open. Except the last 2 days. I've been comatose. Is that wrong? I don't know. But yes, so it's in that closeness, you know? I told you, all those kids have my mom's toe. So their second toe from their pinky toe is my mom's toe. I have it too. And it like curves in the way. And I was like laughing. I was like, Rocky, see this toe? This is Grandma Janice's toe. And they all have it. It's the funniest thing. Rocky is Josh's wife. She's my sister-in-law. Nothing is the same, Nana. And I always cry. This is the worst time for me ever. I thought I was doing fine until we started talking about moms and my boundaries for Mother's Day with being with Josh and the kids. And that's what makes me happy on that day. You are, Lily, and that's the thing. And I bet you showed your appreciation in that way. Most family members, this is a thankless job that you do. And most family members never thank you for it. Right? They're just out of sight, out of mind. They don't have to think about it because he's with family. Right? It's thankless. I hate Mother's Day. But you should celebrate it yourself because you have kids and you have grandkids. And what do you want for Mother's Day? Nothing. Just, I love to hang out with my nuggets and Josh and Rocky and my kids, whatever kids are here. Which will be Jennifer and Andrew, who lost his mom 2 weeks ago. Just be there. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. Loss is loss. Yeah, I sacrifice. And I feel like, you know, in this family, they're just different. But I value how people treat me. And I'm tired of putting my husband first and trying to get them to see or feel comfortable in a way. It just doesn't work. And why continue to sacrifice and be around people that don't appreciate you? And trying to get him to see that and understand it is very difficult. It's his family. You love flowers and gifts. I mean, who doesn't? But, I don't know. It's heartbreaking, Linda. It's heartbreaking. I gotta put this in here because it hurts. Yeah, I'm not crying. I'm not crying. And here's the difference. Like, I'm crying. These tears are not for being underappreciated. I've learned to accept that a long time ago. I've learned to expect not being appreciated in this family. It's sad. It's the way they show it and the way they communicate. I'm not crying because of that. I'm crying because of my pain of my mom. I know it keeps switching in and out. I don't know why. Let's talk, people. I'm crying because, is everybody glitching? I'll probably have to go because I don't know. TikTok is having issues. I'm crying because, I'm still in pain and I miss my mom and I want to be with my mom and I can't, right? I can't be with my mom anymore. And I feel so close to her when I'm with Josh and his kids and Rocky. They are my people. They are my biggest support system. They make me laugh. They make me feel good, They make me feel loved and appreciated for my sacrifices, right? For my sacrifices that I make in life. And it's, and it's appreciated. Everything I do is appreciated. That feels good. That's who I want to surround myself with. And those glimpses of my mom. I can look down with those kids and see my mom's toe. I see my mom's toe. Yeah, I don't know why TikTok is having this problem. Yeah, you guys on TikTok, I don't know what's happening because my YouTube is fine. It's got to be a TikTok server or something. The toe. The toe. He's got the toe. I'm gonna see if this helps. I don't know. I just can't. TikTok, I don't know what's happening, but it is super glitchy. I turned off my Wi-Fi to see if that'll help. So if not, I get it if you're leaving. But yeah, the toe. I can look down and see my mom through the kids' toes. I can see certain things that, it's a reminder, and that's who I want to be with. I want to be with my mom. I want to be with the elements of my mom. Josh, he does certain things, and I'm like, so that's my boundary. So I'm not crying for anything but my loss and how I feel connected, right? So don't get it twisted. I've learned not to expect from people. I've learned not to expect from people. My eyes are very expressive. I've heard that. I hear, I do. I have a broken heart, and it will always be that way. Stop thinking about mommy. Ugh. I'm not even close to my period. So yes, Josh Lot, and I know I'm not for Josh too. I know, I feel that void. Hi.
What's going on?
Talking about moms.
How did we take that turn?
You started it.
You've been talking about cancer this whole fucking time?
No, not cancer, but just Mother's Day and,
Oh.
and why I want to be with Josh and Rocky and my kids during Mother's Day versus how you feel I should be with you. And
Oh,
it's
you
just,
can all be.
no, it's not going to all be together. It's not the way it works. And so the connection I have, yeah, anyhow. No, I
I need a hug too. Good gosh. Very good. So, what's
I
that?
have a sore in my nose and it's hurting, and they keep making me cry.
It's karma for what you giving bugging Andrew.
What?
He's up, by the way.
Who?
Andrew.
Yeah, he looked like there was vomit in the toilet upstairs. So you better go ask him what he did last night.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Virtual hug, Mike.
By the way, Mike said he broke his toe yesterday
Did he?
Yeah.
In solidarity?
in a pet gate. Sorry. No, you guys are making me cry.
I had an excuse.
Beer?
A beer, and I was helping I always go down helping other people. That's my
course.
stress. I was carrying stuff for other people, wasn't paying attention to my own toe. Boom. There it was. Let me squeeze over here.
You're making me cry. Anywho, let's get off of Mother's Day.
I did not know. I didn't realize that was your dig. That's not. I didn't. I mean, that's a different dig than you were telling me before.
What?
Your reasoning.
Oh, it's all, I was talking to them about it. It's all the same, but on Mother's Day, I remember for years I did it because I thought, it's all a combination, but yes, I go because that's another way to be close with my mom, and everybody just appreciates me there and it makes me feel loved. It's a lot. Damn it, it's making me cry again. I already ran, Rob.
Is that dog scratching at the door?
Just like they will. Damn it. I'm a big old crybaby today. What the hell? Ugh. I know. Well, because I keep wiping my nose because my sore, and then I get fine, and then somebody brings it up again, like my husband. I have a steroid. Sorry, guys. This was like took me. Yeah. It was funny. Because we were in Cabo. And I had known Wesley and Lainey had the toe. And I was like, give me Dylan's toe. And I said, he's got it too. That's her. I know. It hurts so bad. I think it did. Don, I think he finally understood that. Maybe it's the tears. Because did you see he thought about it? Sometimes Dan is very closed-minded, you know? And it takes him a lot sometimes to, like, have an open mind in what I'm trying to say, and sometimes he doesn't understand. Because if we're not actively listening, and sometimes he's not because he's ADHD. So I do the wrong thing and I attack, right? Because he's not getting the emotional aspect of it. And then I get mad, so I attack back, right? Because those are emotions that we all have, right? And we're not perfect with our emotions. We talk about this all the time. And I'm the biggest one to admit my faults. Now, um, and so I think when he sees, like, he's vulnerable right now because of his mom. And sometimes it takes his vulnerability to actually hear what I'm trying to say, right? Um, no, and I want him. Lily, this is the thing. Um, fuck. This is the thing. Sorry, it was a phone call. It was a phone call. It was a phone call. Here's the thing. I forgot what I was gonna say. He got, yeah. Oh. Lily, back to you. He could go, yes, he could split the day. But I don't ask that of him. Because I don't need him on Mother's Day. Because I respect not having a mom. Look at tissue, I'm just gonna keep it there. It's probably one of my boogers. I respect him and needing to be with his mom because I don't have a mom. And so I always encourage him. And I'm like, no, it's not like he's like, I go wherever my mom goes. Always respected that. I get that. I would have been the same way. Like, if my mom didn't want to be involved, I would have been like, I'm going with my mom, hands down. I don't give a shit what you do, but I'm going with my mom. So I always encourage him, do something with his mom, because eventually she's not going to be here, and then he's not going to have that. So I don't ever put that on him because I don't have a mom. I don't have a mom, I don't have a mom. So for me, it's important for me for him to spend as much time with his mom as possible. Dan is on the autism spectrum too. Definitely. He's on that spectrum. And he'll even admit it. He'll even admit it to you. He'll say, no, I'm definitely autistic. He is a lot. So anyhow, that's just the way it is. Like, and I think it takes loss to appreciate that, it takes loss to appreciate, what your significant other does with their own families. And I am okay with that. I'm okay with that because, he's also impatient. He's also provides an element of stress. When I can go without him, I can hang out. I can relax all day if I want to. I don't have to feel the pressure of having to get back home. He'll have Ed. And it's just kind of my day. Yeah, so I would let his mom know you are not respecting her. I'm not, see, Donna, I guess it's selfish in that way. I don't feel like I owe anybody an explanation of what I do on Mother's Day. You know what I mean? I don't feel that I owe an explanation anymore. I've spent years doing what others wanted me to do and doing what I thought was right because that's what my mom taught me. And it wasn't until I started saying, fuck that shit, I want to do me. I want to do what I want to do. No, I'm not going to have a family function. That's not what I want to do. I want it. No, this is Beamer's. He's my front property cat. I know. I love. This cat has a weird sixth sense. You guys. Like, I was just crying about my mom. And this cat doesn't come in all the time. You get what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? I know. So I swear this is my mom. And in weird times, like when I feel my mom or I think I'm thinking about her, he comes up to me and he's a standoffish. Yeah. He's a standoffish kitty cat. And so he comes in at different times. Some of you have seen him if you're here at a regular. It's not like he's here all the time. So yeah, I think he's my comfort. But yeah, I no, I encourage Dan. I even encourage Dan as much as possible to go and spend time with his mom because he's gonna miss it when she's not there, you know? So Blue is good. Blue does not leave my house. Blue literally is an inside cat, like wants to be, but he comes out, or she's actually a she. But yeah, she's great. She's starting to gain a little bit weight. I worried it because of Mexico and we weren't able to feed her like, we normally do. But her hair is growing back a little bit. So I apologize, you guys. Katie, I'm sorry about that. And you do. It's hard when you have moms that are lost. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say this, Katie, my mom was a binge alcoholic. And so it's not the fact that they chose alcohol over you. I believe when it comes to addictions, as my mom, she still tried to put me first, but she was able to. Sorry, Gia, sorry. Because she was able to, and I was, she tried to make sure I was happy. But I do believe when parents, they're running away, they're not fixed, they're broken. And alcohol and drugs are the way that they cope. It's not about us. God, it's not about us. It took me so many years. I could cry again. What is wrong with me? Fuck. It took me so many years to understand that. Here I go again. Having parents. Fuck. God, this is going to be a sentimental life today. Having parents who both struggled with addiction. My dad couldn't be a dad very well to me because distance, I think, it was hard. But he was in a bad accident, so he did pain pills, which I told you guys I didn't even know he had a problem with, and alcohol, which I tell you guys all the time. And he was a big partier back in the day. Like, he experimented. We did a lot of drugs and back in the day with my mom and blah, whatever. It took me a long time to not. I was never angry at my mom, which was really weird. But I was angry. When she would have her binge moments, I would be angry at her. Or I would hear her drinking on the phone and I'd be pissed. But I never felt anger, harboring with her. I think it was more disappointment. My dad, there was anger. So I think he got a majority of it. For being who he was, the drinking, the bipolar, his, sorry, God, you guys, being bipolar and then trying to commit suicide and failing and ended up dying later because of the bullet, because it never exited. I was angry. God, I was so angry. Angrier. But then, as you well know, I forgave him. Because I realized they do the best they can. They just never got help. They weren't strong enough to get help that they needed. Or, they thought they would be fine and then they, whatever. My mom would be fine sometimes for a month, and then she would start drinking again. Maybe it was the hormones. I don't know. So my dad, God, I don't even know, but I realized, and I told you last year at my brother's wedding when I was writing the speech, I realized that he did the best he could with what he had to give, right? And then once I realized that, so much anger left. And then it made me realize that I just wished later in life he realized that he was enough. And my brothers feel the same way. They were enough. He was enough. God, just to have that hug one more time, to hear his laughter, to hear his charisma and what he put on. He loved being around his family. He loved seeing his kids. Just to have that was enough. And if only they knew at the time when we were too selfish or too young to understand and immature to let go and to see them for who they really were, maybe they would have stayed. Maybe it would have been enough for them to get help. I don't know. But I realized it wasn't us. It was how they were raised. Yeah. And so I've just learned to let it go and to appreciate the things that they were able to give based on what their mental capacities were, with whatever they were fighting inside. We all deal with stress differently. We all cope in different ways. Lately, the last couple months, I've been drinking more, because I've been so extra stressed out with Ed and, this full-time gig. I think I started drinking more when we got him full-time because it was like I didn't have that time to relax, and I was stressed, and I, just wanted to feel relaxed. I was fighting to find that state of relaxation. And in that process, because I have so much there, I have so much worry, right, for my parents, and I don't want to end up like them. And I don't think I will be, because I don't use it to escape. I can stop myself. They drank and drank and drank until they passed out. I'm not that kind of drinker. When I drink, like my body, even Cabo, like I would drink and then my body's like, okay, you're done. I have yeah. And I think I had a little bit more, like every time I start drinking more, I ebb and flow with my drinking. And then I'm like, okay, I've been doing this way too long. Let's scale back a little bit and get control. I don't want to not drink. I just need to get back on track with my drinking. And then I was going to Cabo, and I was like, well, fuck, I'm not going to get on track. So we're just going to keep going until Cabo, and then we'll refresh and get back to, whatever. But, it's hard. I would never, like, I see these people on TikTok who do this, like, and they're, I'm so-and-so sober. And I'm like, those people stop drinking for a reason. I'm not hiding bottles, and I'm not drinking. I don't wake up drinking. I don't do all that stuff. Even in Mexico, I drank earlier than I would have normally in the past, because we were at the pool at 10:30. It felt like already, it was like, well, let's have a beer, whatever. Yeah, I think you're right. Just my mom, they weren't. And I think that's why I'm so open, is because it's important for me to express emotions, because I feel like keeping them inside and not being honest with yourself is detrimental to one's psyche and one's ability to hold them accountable. I think accountability is huge. I think talking about it to, I'm at over 1,000 people. It holds me to accountability, but it also helps people who feel the same way or have feelings and emotions that they can't express, but they can understand. I do it not only for myself, but for people too. Some of you didn't have the experience of love from mom, from a dad, or whatever. I was fortunate to, despite my parents' addictions, that they still were able to show love when they could. Like, my mom was always showing love. My dad was bipolar, so he could only show love on his highs. And he never got formally diagnosed, and so that impeded his growth as an individual and his mental awareness. You know, now at 50, fuck, I'm 50. You know, I always question whether or not he knew or acknowledged the fact that he was bipolar, or if he ever talked to a doctor about it. Like, nobody knows. Or what was he afraid of? And I'll never know. So I think that's part of my whole shtick for me in social media, is to be very open with myself, because I don't want my kid, I don't want to die, right? And my kids have all these questions about their mom. Or people who, if I'm talking to you and presenting myself to you guys, I want to be open and accountable for what I say and how I present myself on social media. There's more to me than just the disgusting, vile, crude side and my cussing. I still am a person who is fighting to do the right thing every day, to make people smile, to make everybody happy as well as myself. I'm still trying to figure it out, right? And we'll never be able to figure it out. But now that I have this journey and I can share with you guys and help those of you who maybe aren't as open and willing to talk about it, but in some way you get some closure or eye-opening thoughts that help you get through your day. And Diana, that's okay. You know, because I lost my parent so early, I regret shutting my dad out now that he's dead. I shut my dad out many times. And I worry that if you do that, even though you forgave her, does shutting her out really mean forgiveness? Or are you still holding on to some anger? And that's what I worry about for people who say things like that. And that's just me because of what I've lost. And the turmoil that I have in my head. I regret closing my dad out. I regret it. Guilt. But they're your parents. It's different. They made you. And I know my dad loved me. He just couldn't do what some people can. So I know, Emily. Girl, don't make me start crying. Regret is one of the worst emotions. And I have regrets. So when you say you have forgiven but don't have the contact, it still makes me wonder, have you really forgiven? Because I tried the same bullshit and I wasn't forgiven. They weren't forgiven until he was dead, and then he was forgiving. Having boundaries is very important. Yes, you can still have boundaries without forgetting. Yes, now that you're older, yes, I understand, but as a child it hurt, and it hurt so bad. You guys, I cried. As I'm doing now. I cried so much as a little kid. Maybe I needed to get it out. Fuck. I cried so much as a little kid. My mom married a man I wasn't happy with. And trolls, you're going to use that against me. And don't be stupid. And I cried because I wanted my dad. But I was in California. He was in Nashville. And it hurt me. The only time he called me every weekend was when he was with his wife, my brother's mom, because she made him. But I had so much anger to him because I couldn't imagine a parent not being able to love. And I thought, what's wrong with me? That's what we do as children because we don't understand. No, you can't. So as you age, the only emotion you know how to do is to think, you know what? I'm going to shut him out. I can't handle this pain anymore. So I shut him out. I didn't make the efforts to call him anymore. I didn't make the efforts for anything. And then he shot himself when my mom was dying. And I was mad. I was madder than mad. What the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? How selfish of you. You know, those emotions, if any of you have dealt with suicide attempts from loved ones or whatever. God, I was like, what a piece of shit. Wouldn't talk to him. Wouldn't talk to him. Because I couldn't deal. I couldn't deal. Watching my mom die. Couldn't deal. I shut him out completely. Then he died. 2 years later, in my grief of my mom, the first 2 years. So I didn't have time for him. I did not have time. I couldn't deal with him and his selfishness. I regret that. I regret that. So, I speak on what I know. I speak on what I've experienced. So, if you think you'll be okay with that, you'll be surprised what happens when they're gone. Yeah. I do have guilt. Especially with my dad. With my mom, no. Because I was with my mom every day, until she died. So, but I am who I am, Donna, and you're right. I'm nutso. Thanks, Eric. What an idiot to come on here and somebody's being vulnerable and that's you attack. Like, what is wrong with people for attacking? When somebody's showing raw vulnerability. Like, I don't get that. Like, people are so fucking low. I regret. I'm an emotional human being. Hi, Susan. I'm an emotional human being. And so I have regrets. And I will have those for the rest of my life. I can't let go of those. But I do respect my father for what he gave me, what he was able to give me. He, in a sense, taught me through his life and through his addictions. And, you choose, this is a booger shirt. You choose how you want to break free from the mold or stay in the mold. Yeah, wasted time, CJ. I wasted so much time in silence. Trying to teach them a lesson, my parents. Even my mom. Like, even when I got older and I could hear she was drinking and she would call me. And just like, I was such a bitch. It was the immediate response. Just so much wasted energy, on not coping and dealing with shit. That I wish I was stronger then than I am now. And that I probably would have faced things and dealt with things appropriately, right? And I'm just sad it took me years after their death to realize that, you know what? Fuck. I would take them back in a heartbeat and all their problems. And realize and only take and absorb the things that I loved about them the most. My mom would have been a great grandmother. My dad probably would have been the same way unless he went and got help. But my mom would have been a great grandmother. She would have been all over Delaney and Wesley and that whole clan now that her older ones are open. But she would be traveling to see Hannah. My mom was that mom. That gave her light. That gave her something to look forward to, you know? Did my dad and Ed get along? They only met like a handful of times. I mean, it wasn't anything that I would say that, you know, it was, yeah, I don't know. It does, Sandy, and it's, hello, Jason. So yeah, it is what it is, you guys. And, you know, I know a lot of you can relate and a lot of you have had similar situations and there's no easy way. It sucks, right? The good qualities. I wish I could have seen sooner, CJ. God, I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have asked questions, you know? I wished I could ask questions. I wish I had some answers for my mom. You know, what was she running away from all this time? I didn't realize it was her way of escaping and drowning herself in her sorrows. The drinking, she used it as just an escape. You know, she was so frustrated with her life. I'm guessing. Maybe it was still with her number one love. I don't know. I wish I had those answers. So I'm very open with my kids. I'm very open with everybody because I think it's important for people. I really do. I think it's important for people to, if they're not as open, you don't have to be. But it's open. It's important for people to have some relatability to people to make you realize that you're not alone in these journeys, you know? There's so many other people that deal with this shit. And the pain still subsides, as you see. I still have pain. I still have sadness.
Look at how big Donnie's getting.
That's not Donnie.
Oh, this is memes?
Yes.
What's going on with memes? He's all of a sudden coming out of his shell?
No, he does. When I'm really emotional and I talk about my mom, he's always in here.
Memes?
It's the weirdest thing.
Wow.
So for me, this is my coping, but this hit me like a 10-foot pole this morning. I wasn't expecting that. Normally you can feel the emotions, but today I was not expecting that. That emotion came out of nowhere. But it's my stress of Mother's Day approaching, and I always had that stress. So I just haven't been able to think about it as much because I've been on vacation. And I think that's why, because I always have tears the week before Mother's Day. Yeah. But like I said, it's Thursday and I've been so busy that I haven't had a moment. And then we started talking about it and then Dan started talking and I was just like, fuck, here it is. So I apologize because I normally like to be upbeat and silly and gross and crass and, you know, just let loose. And today it was just an emotional fuck day. So with this happening today, beware for the rest of the week, y'all. I'll do my best, but I didn't even anticipate this today. Wow. Anyhow, I'm going to leave. I'm a little verklempt and I have my sprinkler guy coming in like 15 minutes and then I have to get ready to leave. The dogs have been scratching on the door because they're ready to play ball. Andrew got medicine for his lips, so I haven't seen him. So I apologize. I know, I'm sorry. I don't like to make people cry and upset. I like to leave on a happy note, giggling and being stupid and silly. So Andrew's herpes is fine. They're a little swollen and a little puffy and a little pussy. But you know what? It'll be fine. As long as he doesn't touch his, anyhow, just kidding. God, I had to leave with something, a little bit of, fun. So anyhow, y'all remember this, one thing only, you are worthy, you are important, and you is kind, and you is beautiful. And you, my friends, all your feelings are valid. Just know it's okay. It's okay to cry in front of 1,000 people. Yeah. Who knew? Anyhow, yeah, I'm hoping to do a subscriber live later because it's subscriber live. So YouTubers, you better get your subscriptions or you're gonna be out of the running. So I'm gonna enjoy my my day. Sorry for the tears, you guys. Sorry for putting anybody in their emotions, but try to have a good day. I'm getting the eyebrows done, so I will look a little bit thicker and darker today. Yeah, there you have it. Nothing much else going on. So love you guys. Thank you for bearing with the tears and the sadness today. And oh fuck. Anyhow, love you guys. I will see you subscribers later. So see you soon. You're grooming the pack. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Groom it, girl. Get it good. Just don't nick yourself, because that would be a shitty day. Love ya. Bye. Peace.